Okay, I have a very shocking video for you. I'm going to share something with you that is, maybe you know, maybe you don't, but you might be participating in something that is brainwashing you, programming you, and you don't even know it. And I want you to be very cautious, because even myself, who doesn't watch any news or media, gets exposed to this, all right? I want you to know what programming is happening out there that we have to walk away from. This is dangerous stuff. Subliminals are very powerful, and this is going on right now. I want to give you the warning because you don't have to be programmed. It's a real quick fix. Let's go. Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an amazing life. Let's have some coffee. All right, we're going to talk about the programming that's going on that you don't even realize what it actually is. I hope you'll subscribe and share with YouTube, Google, that you want more positive messages. And this is the whole crux of this video, all right? What you're watching changes the algorithms of the program, not just YouTube, but the entire matrix. You're telling it, this is what I want to watch, and even if you say, oh, but I don't believe it, or but any exposure to negativity and anything that entertains you that is violent is contributing to the entire matrix. It's subtle. It's one thought. It's one focus, it's one belief, it's one argument, it's one judgment. It all counts. Nothing's missed. So I'm talking a lot lately about our extraterrestrials, and that we're going to see more and more of this, and they can read our mind. Everything's known. Everything's known. So I talked about orbs coming into the room, and Chris Bledsoe, who was abducted, who sees them all the time. And your thoughts are known. You can't hide anything, but we think as humans we can get away with a lot, but it affects everything. I want to share something with you that I realized is happening, and it's much more in your face in these quick social media platforms. Because I post on pretty much all the platforms, I post positive messages. I do that even though there's some platforms I think are very destructive. I want to participate in raising the frequency of the planet. So instead of walking away and saying I don't want anything to do with it, I post positive messages in hope that I will capture somebody's attention and take their frequency up because they chose that video. When I post on these platforms, while my videos are loading, and the minute I go on the site, the first thing that I'm shown is extremely violent videos that I never watch or sign up for. I'm not clicking on anything, yet that's the first thing I'm seeing. I want you to know what I have come to the conclusion of, and I want you to be so careful with this. There's programming that is meant to divide us. I have seen a couple of clips of white families and people shooting one another. There's always, it's all some crazy, person that shoots somebody. I believe it is all fake. I don't believe those people are actually getting shot. I think it's staged. All right? First of all, half of it's not believable. People aren't screaming. Nobody's going to give the guy CPR on the ground or the girl CPR. It's just, but they're standing there filming it, but they're not running to go help the person. It just doesn't even make sense. Or calling 911. Call 911. Not screaming, oh my God, somebody just got shot, and there's no blood or anything. Or if there is, it's not believable. So here, what is that? First of all, I'm getting conditioned to see constant violence against one another, constant violence. Now, why do I mention the fact that it's my race? Because I believe that those are fake, okay? I believe that those are fake, And I believe it's conditioning people. And then they show the next one is another race. And those are real. Because I'm seeing people beat one another up physically. And you can't fake what I'm seeing. I think that we are conditioning people to separate. In other words, this is being faked to inspire violence so that others will start to do this and think that this is normal. Okay, this may be out there for you. I think it's conditioning. I do. I think it's conditioning to say, see, look at this. And then you see the next one. It's to evoke violence. So this is the norm. In fact, this is extreme, right? But it's not real. But other people watching it probably think it is. And so now they go into this whole thing of violence against one another. I believe that you are going onto this, and the first thing you're seeing is this to condition you. Condition, condition. All right? Now, I've been on Instagram, and my funny corgi videos show up. That's the first thing, because that's what I watch. I've signed up for 2 things, and they're cute little doggy things. And those show up. I never see anything else on there of that nature. But there is another platform that does that. All right? And I think you know which one I'm talking about. Be careful with that. Now, I wouldn't go over there. I suggest that that's not a good place to hang out, because you're going to see it constantly, one after the other, and it's just constant, just us opposing one another. Very unhealthy. Very disturbing, by the way. I'm posting over there to try and make a difference, okay? But I realize people are going on there and getting this in here. Posting, posting, posting. I want you to be careful with this, because everything you're going to see now is, and I have heard this from some pretty big sources out there, and you may have heard it too, from very positive sources, that there's a big push, extreme push, for density to battle for its power. And so it's going to use every form and work on every ego out there to get it to take sides and separate us and see other people as bad. You know, they're bad, they're good, they're right, they're wrong, go into judgment, and that they're going to promote that as just a normal way of living. They're going to promote films that are very, let's just say, not very healthy for us. You're going to see your kids, and you might be doing this yourself, gaming that's violent is programming, it's intentional. It's to keep us in this battling one another state that's antiquated. It's conditioning. Why would you ever play a game that does that? And so we become immune to it. And so you've seen kids take that out there into their high schools and other places. Yeah, and it's not healthy. And it has to end. It has to end. It's tough for you guys, some of you, to put that down, and you're going to say it doesn't matter. Everything matters. That's what you're here for. You're not here to play some games and say that it's not real. Everything's real. It contributes. So it changes the matrix out there. The program stays in that lower frequency. I want you to pay very close attention. Mute your commercials. Don't go on any of those social media platforms that show anything of a negative nature. Stay on happy, funny. Keep your frequency up and focus everything in your life on how can I contribute in a positive way. You guys have seen I've started a new business called digitalexplorers.net. This is free stuff. How do I earn money doing positive things? How do I earn money changing the planet? How do I earn money changing other people's lives in a positive way? How do I earn money saving the planet? Having purpose and being financially rewarded for it. You can do that. It's allowed. But we're told that we're not supposed to do that, that if we do good things, we're supposed to be broke. All conditioning. Yeah, all conditioning. That's just insane. I want you to be very careful with this. I think it is absolutely a conditioning, a programming that's meant to create that split. oh, look at what they're doing. Yeah. And then we go over here, and it's to get you going, right? I believe it is absolutely intentional. Everything is. Everything is. All right? So I hope you'll subscribe. You got to watch everything. Everything. It counts, and it's going to change your life when you make higher choices and you focus on all that is positive and beautiful, good and giving and compassionate. And no more finger pointing to those people who are doing that either. They're just in a dark place. You know, they know not what they do. But what you do to the least of us, you do to me. So don't judge that. We got to take the higher road, my friend. This is going to be tough because I told you the split. I talked about the split for years, a few years now that it's getting stronger. We're already in it. We're past that tipping point. We're in it. So you either here or you're going to stay over here and you're going to be arguing and picking sides and saying this is how things are. It's everything. And you get to choose what the everything is for you. You are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.